Hello, Culture Matters podcast. Today, I'm back with another culture topic. If you follow me on Instagram, Jay Doran underscore the culture man, you'll see topics on business, philosophy, culture, leadership, all sorts. And today, I'm going to elaborate on one, the real secret to building a thriving culture, the real secret to building a thriving company culture. Why this is helpful is I'm going to go deeper because it's longer. I can think through this a bit, share some of my notes, and maybe some epiphanies will come to mind. So if you care about that topic, the real secret to building a thriving company culture, pay close attention. I think I could go into the story of the company and the values of the company and the rituals that bring people together and the symbolism that the people, us, our people can associate to the meaning that they
Mhm.
develop in the company. We could talk about the hero's journey of the founder to CEO. At the end of the day, we could talk about the bean bags being and the pizza parties being an effect or a natural manifestation of culture already being there because people want to do things with people they care about. They feel they know they feel like they know that you like someone that you work with, you want to spend time with them outside of work. We can go into the variables of the culture puzzle, story, language, symbolism, mediums, the hero, and very quickly we can engineer a culture which, based on historical study and real time working in the field, I'd say that that's going to bring us closer to culture, that ure that ure you know what is that, that unstoppable reason and enthusiasm, the unstoppable resource. The unstoppable resource is enthusiasm. Enthusiasm. I want to look up, what does enthusiasm actually mean? Enthusiasm definition. Where I'm going with this is culture can be faked. I don't think it should be. Enthusiasm, intense and eager enjoyment, interest, or approval. Similar, eagerness, keenness, ardor, fervor, passion. Passion. Let's look at passion. Passion. Ooh, the suffering and death of Jesus. Ooh, that's heavy. Pain, suffering, agony, love, desire, temper. Wow, that covers a lot of things. Enthusiasm. Can we fake having passion to serve others? It's like, I don't think so. Don't think so. Can it be learned? Maybe it can by the inspiration of another. The real secret to building a thriving company culture is love, love for another. And that love is going to happen through the labor of serving another. And it's going to be modeled and represented and exemplified in this true, authentic love, the love of what one's doing, the love of who one's doing it for and with. Think about the values that are revealed when we're serving someone else: humility, patience, empathy. I have to empathize to understand my potential customers' needs, because in the process of that conversation with a potential customer, they might project on me past relationships. It might be a hostile conversation. I could, you know, blank out or black out or kind of repress the negative emotion that arises and just follow the script. I would argue I'm going to lose my soul in the process of doing that. Or I can empathize and really feel where they're at and seek to understand and lean in to that that discomfort and have the courage to reason through it with the counterpart, to humbly serve, to demonstrate humility. Because think about it, if I've earned through actual competence and tenure and having a history of being successful at what I'm doing, I might even have a title to back up my competence, my status. It's going to take a significant degree of humility to have patience and empathy for a potential customer that may be calling me name, testing my dignity, testing my character, questioning my integrity. What influence do I have over the up and comers? What impact do I have over the potential, next generation when I don't share empathy, demonstrate empathy? I don't have patience. I use my pride against that party and speak ill towards them and hold them, hold contempt on them. I'm teaching bad lessons. I'm being irresponsible with my authority and title. Where am I going with all this? Love conquers, love clarifies, love cuts away, love purifies. Love transcends the authority, the influence, and the power. Love is at the root of whatever values that are preached in an organization, because it's love that brings them back to the individual being responsible, living out the values. It's love that stops the values from becoming a weapon or a shield. Meaning, if I hold up my values, if we hold up our values in a company and we say, you're not welcome here because you don't live this, that negates the value of the values, because the value of the values is leaning in to what my counterpart is not representing in action, what they do not value, and showing them the light, showing them the possibility of these values through how I relate to them, our interaction. So the real secret to building a thriving culture is love, the courage and willingness to live in a way with the customers, with our team, through the conflicts that arise with our customers in the marketplace, through the trials and tribulations our team faces together, to love. And that can't be faked. What can be faked is, or are, gatherings and colors and, flags or armor, ways to represent meaning, logos and brands, right? Belief consumers have in an organization to solve for their problem. That can all be fake. Getting people together could be faked, but that party sucked. Why? Because it was lacking integration. It was lacking values. It was lacking an engaged, loving leadership. The secret to building a thriving culture isn't just understanding the fabric of culture, that culture is about how people behave. So, the rituals, the responsibilities, the narratives, the the customs, the beliefs that a certain group have. Outside of the beliefs a certain groups have and the customs and understanding how the people in that group navigate and interact with one another, there's something deeper that speaks to culture, and that's love. That's the people aspect. That's the potential aspect. That's the redemptive aspect. That's the forgiving aspect. That's all the highest qualities that we would expect our child to marry into, or to, we would hope our grandchildren embodied. It doesn't take a giant leap of logic to come to, or common sense to come to an awareness that love is the secret to a thriving culture. There's a Chinese proverb: man who can't smile doesn't open shop. You want a thriving culture? Look at your people, smile at them, shake their hand, write their name down. You may forget it. Ask them about their life. Can that be faked? I guess if you have a super memory or a super process. But God, what do you want to create a hell for yourself? Faking that? Love. Love is the secret to building a thriving culture. I'm not going to love what I'm doing, and if it's not my calling, and damn, if you started a business, it better be your calling. And now maybe your calling, there's something dark underneath it. It's your ambition. Well, maybe you need a little love in your life so that your ambition doesn't swallow you up like a whale. So your ambition lights up everyone around you and brings the best out of them into existence. For there to be love, even from the unlovable or unloving, there has to be engagement. Even it's interesting. Even an unloving person demonstrates love when they serve others. That's the tragic beauty of free market is even in selfish self-centeredness of acquiring power and influence and these low resolution interests that I have and you may have, there's a helping others that's happening. There's a service to others that's happening, regardless of our saintliness, our saintlyhood. And I have all these notes, and I thought, no, it's caring about people. It's loving people. It's those little things that build goodwill that make the journey of success. People are they feel it. We feel the love. We feel the openness. We feel the possibility. We'll figure out the solutions to the problems as we go. We'll work for less for the long term, and it will get more than we deserve. I wrote down story, language, the hero symbolism. All this stuff can be engineered. The fascists did it. Mussolini did it. All these powerful, the Romans did it. But it's open feedback loops as they close up. There's no visionary and integrator. A visionary integrates in their behavior. Integration comes from interaction, and interaction takes presence and purpose and a passion to love. If you're so give it. If this doesn't speak to you, try it. Try to love. The real secret to building a thriving company culture is love. And follow me on Jay Doran _ the Culture Man on Instagram. I will see you next time on the Culture Matters podcast.